Welcome to Comfortably Uncomfortable. What is Comfortably Uncomfortable about? It's about comfort zones and how important it is to put yourself outside of your comfort zone. What we're going to do is meet people and try out their passions. That could be dancing, singing, Hyrox, running, whatever it is. I'm going to try it all. Now, I'm not going to be great at everything. I'm going to be rubbish at most of it, but I'm going to try it because it means something to these people and I want to know why. But we're also going to have a talk with them while we're doing it. A chat, just a friendly chat about why it's so important to them, what this passion brings them, what it means to their mental health, if it helped them through a tough time. And that's the message that we're trying to get across in everything that we do. You need to get out and talk. So, yeah, welcome to Comfortably Uncomfortable, I guess.
Oh, here goes nothing.
Yeah, here goes nothing, yeah. Thanks for doing this for me today.
No problem.
Like I says, for me, it's a big deal getting out and talking. And I found myself outside of my comfort zone a lot in 2025, 2024, ever since Jamie.
Yeah.
And being outside my comfort zone, being catapulted out of it at the end of 2025, I found myself just constantly in what I would describe as a zone of discomfort, and it's where I found a load of growth. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to try things out. I wanted to try people's hobbies, people's interests, people's passions, and yours is Hyrox. So tell me,
rock star.
You're the rock star, Hyrox rock star. That's me about to head in. Nervous? Absolutely. Comfortably uncomfortable and ready to get going. Before I came down here about how fucking all Hyrox just take their tops off. I'm itching to take my top off. Tell me a little bit about you and a little bit about why Hyrox means so much to you.
My name's Gary. I'm 29 from Belfast, coach as well. I think for me, like in school, there's always that one kid didn't get bullied, but they got a good bit stick in the group, and that was me. It's like I'm quite a sensitive soul, so like I didn't take it personally. I was like, fuck, I need to do something here. They were like stronger, bigger than me, so it's like I need to get to the gym. So I think that was my initial reason to get into the gym.
Right.
And then over the years, probably when it was over lockdown, I think like most people, our heads went. And I can remember it's clear as day when the peg dropped for me.
Yeah.
It was the 27th of November, 2:30 in the morning. I was sitting in my bed, paused naked, just crying my eyes out.
Okay.
I'm not happy, it needs to change, or else I can go down this rabbit hole and it's get worse, and I'll not see any benefit in life at all. Text one mate that night, like, mate, I don't know if you're busy tomorrow or not, can we get a chat? And he texted me more and says, yeah, but no problem, mate, such and such, we'll have a chat. Talked to him for like an hour, 2 hours, and like, we just talked things through. I was like, right, I'm here, how can I get to here?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get confused, whereas going from A to Z, you go to B, C, D, it's a whole process. You can't just go like that and get wrong B.
Yeah.
It's a whole process. As time goes on, I got into the best shape of my life, I got confidence back, but then I found myself stagnated as in the sense like I was training to train, but then I feel any benefit of it. So then last year or so, got more Hyrox. Like, I've been a big overthinker.
Right.
About a lot of things. So then once I got into Hyrox, I was like, in that half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, how long it is, you're too busy thinking about the ski or your lunges, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So all them thoughts just kind of disappear.
Yeah, I kind of got a bit of that when we were downstairs. Like, I'm an overthinker as well. I spend so much time overthinking everything and anything. Like yesterday, for example, I posted a thing up on my Instagram about the month of February. The month of February for me, I ended it happier than I started it. And I was a moment to really be proud of. But whenever I was going through picking the photographs that I wanted to put up, I just kept thinking, was such and such isn't in these photos. You know, they're maybe alive, they may be passed away, whatever it was. But just made me think, like, there's so many moments I missed and they like didn't capture. But then that made me think, oh yeah, but I'm living in the moment then, I'm not worried about getting the photograph. But then you think about, then you're overthinking and you're going, yes, but it would be nice to have it. You know, that memory captured in some sort of format. And whenever we were downstairs there, and you'd said 30 calories on the skier, I was like, I have no time to think at all. I'm just focused on that number. How hard was it to send that text? Like, from a personal standpoint, like, I reached out to a counsellor whenever I was at my lowest point, and it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, like, was to be that vulnerable and that open. So whenever you texted that friend on the 27th of November,
27th November,
at 3 a.m, felt like mega. How hard was it?
if you need help and you can't solve the problem yourself, how are you going to get where you want to be?
So you say that you were at a crossroads then, where you
100%.
had to make that decision for yourself?
It was that or just stay unhappy. It's almost a case of like, gosh, well, like, as a man, we think we're the problem solver, we're the fixer, we can do everything ourselves with no issue at all. Whereas there will always be a time where it's like, fuck, I need a bit of help here.
I think you're absolutely right. I think, like, we were chatting downstairs a little bit about this, about how overthinking is the inability to solve a problem. I think it was a problem in my, like, personal relationships, was that I was always trying to fix, when sometimes that's not what's needed.
Because then for me, it's also not just being fixing a problem, it's also being there.
Yeah.
Like, so back in December, I lost my granddad, and we got told, say August, my mum rang me and like, Gary was on the phone with the home where the doctor says there's not long left. No one, he was going. I dealt with that completely fine. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't a shock then, you know.
I'm very optimistic, but I'm also realistic. Like, if you tell me he's going to go, I have to accept that's part of life.
Yeah.
But what got me more was my mum and granny. It's like, what they're going through, it's like they're losing their dad, they're losing their partner. It's like, how can I help them? It's like with the Hyrox, it was my way of showing up for me. Because if I'm being the best version of me, then I can be the best version for my granny, for my mum, for my family. So it's also about being there for other people as well. And if you're in a position where you're not even in shape, if you're not mentally stable, physically strong, how can you help other people around you lift them up?
Yeah, it's the old, like, if you can't love yourself, how are you supposed to be able to give love to other people?
And then it's, you are saying, how can you fill someone else's cup when your cup's half empty?
If you could go back, right, to the Gary then, the guy that was struggling, couldn't see his own toes, what would you tell him from what you are at today?
Just because you're where you want to be doesn't mean you're going in the wrong direction. I don't believe in everything happens for a reason, but in a way I do. It's just like that saying, everything's happened in my life because of what decisions I've made. Like, I'm trying to think of if I didn't get into the worst shape of my life,
You couldn't have got into the best shape of your life.
would have got the best in my life, probably gone to coaching, wouldn't have felt the helped,
Yeah.
would have gone to Hyrox. Like, my life would be a completely different story. You either make this future or make the change. If you can make that decision in the worst circumstance possible, imagine what you can do when things are easier. I've noticed in the last few weeks or months, my mindset's completely changed in the sense of it is hard, but I know I'm going to do it. It just has to be done. And at the end of the day, if I don't do it, I'm not going to be where I want to be. If I'm not going to be where I want to be, I can't provide the life I want to live. It sounds like putting a lot of pressure on myself of what I want, but then I think you need to put some sort of pressure on yourself to be better.
Yeah, I think I touched on it at the start when I said about how I find myself in this like uncomfortable zone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think that you thrive being uncomfortable.
100%.
You know, I don't think you can actually make that. If you just sat and just did what we wanted to do all the time and didn't push yourselves at all, there's no growth that's going to happen. You know,
Like the old saying goes, a ship was built in the harbour, was made for the sea. One word I don't like using is happy. It's like someone says to me happy, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I'd rather say I'm content where I am, but am I satisfied? No. Like, I can always do more.
I had a really interesting conversation with someone the other day. I was talking about happiness with and about how I was struggling to say I'm happy because you can't be happy all the time. Really hard to achieve that. And this person said to me, happiness is just moments. So it's about chasing those moments and remembering those moments.
Because the way I say as well, it's like, you can be happy, but what's after happy? You can be happier. If I say, I'll be happy when I hit 1 million followers. Right,
Be nice, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't be bad, like. It's like,
Yeah, all that Gymshark gear would be free if you did.
I'll tell you after. If I'm satisfied where I'm at, or if I'm content, I'm with that. It's like whatever else is a bonus.
Satisfied is probably a better word.
100%.
You know, if you're satisfied with where you're going, what you're doing and what you're at. What is it about doing something like Hyrox? Like, you're putting yourself into an uncomfortable situation. Like, it's not fun. I don't think it'll let me rephrase that. Like, it is fun, but what I mean by that is, like, it's intense and it's a sweat and it's difficult, and I don't think that it's ever easy. Do you know what I mean? Like, we were only doing 500-meter runs. Normally it's a kilometer, isn't it? And there's 8 exercises, not 3. What is it about putting yourself into that uncomfortable zone that makes you thrive?
I think it's a sense of knowing that I'm doing better than what I was. A lot of people get in the moment where they're thinking they're competing against everyone, whereas you're competing for yourself. You're competing with yourself from your last race or the person you were to. I think that's what last thing with Hyrox.
Or just trying to complete it.
100%. It's like, and it's hard. It doesn't matter if you're Elite 15 going for the world record or you're doing your first one, it takes you 3 hours. Both are just as hard in their own way. You gotta choose your heart.
What do you think is so important about not just you, but like everybody in this room right now is outside of their comfort zone? 100%. That guy does not want to be walking on a 45-degree incline.
Whether you're a bodybuilder, Hyroxer, CrossFitter, or you're bouncing on a trampoline for an hour. Like, everyone's here for the same reason, that's to be better than we were yesterday.
Why do people find it so difficult to tell other people how they're doing? You brought it up in a video the other day where you said that everybody you ask how they're doing,
living the dream.
Living the dream.
Living the dream.
Which is a load of shit.
100%. 100%. Like, you hear it 4 or 5 times a day easy. I think it's embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like, because no one wants to look like they're worse off. No one wants to be saying, oh, I'm doing shit.
Looking weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
100%, especially, I know this is for everyone, but as a man as well.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not as the provider, the head of the table.
Yeah.
If someone says, I'm not feeling great, like, you're basically useless.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I think you're unable to provide.
100%.
Those labels are something that I really struggle with, but I think we get really tied into our labels.
100%.
And then that means that whenever you like when dad, for example, like you're paternal, you're a protector, provider, strong. So whenever you're not feeling strong and unable to, you may feel like you're unable to communicate it, I think, because you don't feel, because then you're stripping yourself of your title almost.
I was going to say, if you had all your titles or your labels on your arm, take them all off. Who are you?
Callum, that's me, man.
Yeah.
It took me a fucking long time to realise that. So it has just, yeah, a long time to the point that hearing my own name gives me a really good sense of pride. Like,
Yeah.
I'm dad to my kids, you know, I'm a marketer to some people. To other people, I'm a buck agent who puts things up on Instagram, you know. So whenever I hear my name in a loving way, like it melts my heart. Like, yeah, if you stripped all yours back, what would you, Gary?
Gary?
Yeah, Gary fucking Shaw.
Gary, what do you do?
Do you find it hard to talk?
Not as much now. It's like,
Was there a moment that made that flip? That phone call?
yes, and then I think just overall repetition as well. It's like anything. It's like the more you come in the gym, the more you're going stronger. The more you run, the more you get better running. The more you talk, the more you get better talking. Because I really openly talk about my branded situation a lot. It's like, I can talk about now like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But it's because I've talked about so much, I've normalised it.
Yeah.
The more you're talking about mental health, however, the more you can talk, the more you normalise it.
How are you feeling right now?
How are you, mate? Good.
Yeah.
Happy? Well, sorry, content.
Chasing the dream?
Chasing the dream, man.
Yeah.
God let me God chase it.
Gary, 4 years ago, you proud of where you're at now compared to Gary 4 years ago?
More than proud.
More than proud?
Proud. Because I actually want to ask a question. The person you are now,
Yeah. I knew this was coming.
if you phone yourself, would you buy yourself a drink?
I would buy myself a coffee and have a serious talk with myself, yeah. Yeah, I would tell myself a few home truths. I would tell myself it's okay to talk. I would tell myself to stop telling other people to bloody talk whenever you're not doing it yourself.
Yeah.
I would tell them that I'm...
Take your time, take your time.
I would tell them that I'm proud. But I'm not there yet.
That's it, man. It's like, look where you were 30 days ago, a month ago, a year ago. You've
Yeah.
done so much.
I think I struggle with it just because... well, I read a thing the other day. I think I was telling you about it yesterday, about how constantly raising the bar because I'm doing it in such short in spaces. Like, Callum flipping 3 years ago, I am so proud of where I'm at now compared to where I was then. Because where I was at then, I was isolating myself and I wasn't looking after myself. My beard was flipping out to here, my hair was going out the other way, and I was overweight, and I was just, not that I didn't give a shit, but I cared so much that,
You didn't.
yeah, like I cared so deeply about so many things that I wasn't looking after myself because it was so painful, you know? And then conversations, like a person telling me to just let it out, don't hide it. Not, you know, conversations like hearing that I was valued kind of made me rethink perspective and stuff. And yeah, like I think compared to a couple of years ago, I'm massively proud of where I'm at now, and I would give that guy a shake and tell him a few things. Like, I would probably sit down and have an honest conversation with him, you know. Compared to 30 days ago, I can give myself a pat in the back, but I think the thing that I read that I talked about fucking 5 minutes ago and never actually told you was that you are constantly raising that bar. So I had just set myself a goal. Like, to do this was the goal from 30 days ago. To have posted a couple of updates on where I'm at. To go consistent in what my routine is, going to the gym, going to football, things like that. But now that I've completed it, mate.
What's next?
What's next? Yeah. So whenever everyone's, and I'm not saying I'm getting flooded with messages or anything, but I'm getting quite a lot of pats in the back, and I'm getting quite a lot of people saying I should be proud of things. But like, to me, I'm like, I've already closed that chapter, and now I'm looking at the next goal. So it's hard to be proud of that. I think if we sat down in a year's time, conversation would be completely different.
100%.
But right now, I'm still if you use the analogy that Daniel Dorgan likes to use of climbing the mountain, do you have to pat your back at the top? No, but I think I've just left base camp. Do you know? I feel like I'm just on the road.
I said about being proud. So it's like, for me, it's like, when I done my first half marathon last year, well, 24, done an hour 54.
Yeah.
Year later, done an hour 35, so it was 23 minutes.
Yeah.
And like, that's a massive achievement its own, but like, as soon as I crossed the line, I was like, could I have done more? Question myself. And then Hyrox was the same. I done my first one last April, and I done hour 42, second one November, an hour 18, another 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Like, it was such an amazing feeling. 5 seconds after that line, I was like, right.
Well, my form was bad on this.
Should have done that better. Should have sped up there, should have slowed down there. I was like, just constantly overthinking, being like, am I actually proud of myself? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
I think we're really bad at being critical of ourselves. Like, and overthinking comes into that. I 100% agree with you there. What do you need to do to be proud of yourself?
I think that's a big question there.
Yeah. Because, like, I am proud of myself for doing that. And you should be proud of yourself for running the marathon 20 minutes quicker and doing your Hyrox in a quicker time. But why is it so difficult to be proud of yourself?
I heard something a while ago, it was like, the average athlete will do the bare minimum, whereas the elite athletes will do as much as they can, but after still feeling like they could have done more. And I think it's a blessing and a curse. It's like, for me, it's like, I want to push more and more and more, but always looking back at what I've done wrong or what I've done better to get better. What would I do to make me proud? I think that's a big question.
Yeah, it's a hard one to answer. I think, like, there's two parts to what you're saying, right? Which is pride in your sport, right? So you're talking about running a marathon 20 minutes quicker and then thinking about form, but you're thinking about it from an athletic perspective. From a personal perspective, Gary Shaw, who's sitting down watching WWE on a Friday night, is he not proud of the athlete? Callum, the person who plays football, comes off the pitch and he's like hypercritical of his performance. But Callum, who was depressed as fuck 2 months ago, is like, dude, you were on the pitch.
I think me now, again, yes and no, but guy was 5-6 years ago, was 100%.
Yeah, so time, it's not, it's not in the moment, brain, it's,
it's looking back, it's like, always looking back from where you first started.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, I'm proud of what I've done, could have done more, probably yes, but the first time was 100 kilo, couldn't touch his toes, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
And that person's able to run half marathon.
That person should be proud of himself.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Again, it's down to perspective.
So what's next for a guy?
Well, I've got my first marathon here in...
Full marathon?
Full marathon.
Thong. Yeah.
In 9 weeks, 3rd of May, but 8-9 weeks.
Yeah.
So, going well, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's the Belfast marathon, isn't it?
Belfast,
I'll see you there. I'm doing the relay.
Yeah.
Signed up 2 ages ago. And
Might as well.
so marathon,
Then
9 weeks time.
Holiday in July with a friend.
Oh, nice.
First proper holiday together alone. Then the plan will be another Hyrox. Just don't know where or when, but another one's really hard. What's next for Colin Craig?
Just trying to put myself out of my comfort zone, really just trying to learn what it is I like, what it is I want to do. You know, just a bit more about me so that whenever that time comes to be able to give, I'll be able to do it.
100%.
You know, like, because I feel like I've isolated myself for so long that I admit I wasn't a great, person to be with.
It takes a lot for someone to say about themselves as well. It's like to say I was a shit person, shit partner, shit whatever. It takes a lot to say that.
I feel like Callum Craig there for a couple of years was just, like, I wouldn't say it was necessarily bad husband, bad dad, bad partner, bad friend, but it wasn't real either. You know, like, it probably was a face that I was putting on for a big bit of it. So trying to make sure that never happens again, you know. I'm going to set myself a few challenges as well, like maybe do a Hyrox, I don't know. Like, I mean, I honestly really enjoyed that today, guy, and I would do it again. I did say to Sean when we started this whole thing that I would just be honest, like, if we're doing somebody was talking about doing a Dungeons and Dragons night, and I 100% down to do it, but there's a bit of me that's like, if I don't enjoy it, I probably will say, like, but I'll put
Come back.
I'll come back. No, I'll see it through, and I'll just be like, I can see why people do this, but for me, like,
Yeah.
it wasn't. I don't think I'd do it
Doesn't.
again. It's about stepping out of my comfort zone. It's not about finding new loves left,
Yeah.
right, and centre, because you're not going to love
It's
everything
not
you do.
stimulating you.
At the end of the day, it's about being uncomfortable, but being comfortable in it. They may not have actively been a part of your journey, like, but from what I've watched along the way, supporting you from the sidelines, like, you are so different to the boy that started in Top Shop, man. And you should be so proud of yourself.
Thank you, mate. Thanks a lot.
Yeah?
Thank you, man.
We'll call it here.
Thank you, mate.
Because
Yeah.
I can talk for hours, but I mean,
We're both
people have.
We're so nervous to start. I'm like, I'm going to talk all day. Fuck
Yeah,
everyone
thank you,
else.
man. Come here. Proud of you, mate. Proud of you. Thank you. Thank you very much, man.
No problem.
All right. Right. I'm never doing Hyrox again, don't worry.